Hey guys, this is Steelwax with a video on workflow in Ableton Live 9. On this video, I'm going to talk to you about personalizing Ableton Live's default set. As you may already know, when you first open Ableton Live, you get 2 MIDI tracks, 2 audio tracks, 2 return buses, and the master output. Now, I've only been using Ableton Live since September this year, so if like me, you're new to Ableton Live and you get puzzled every time you see the default layout, this video might just help change that. Okay, so there's my layout. What you need to have in mind when creating your own default layout is all the different instruments that make up your tracks. You might be a minimal tech producer and find a layout like mine way too much, or lacking if you produce bro step or drum step. I mainly produce commercial trap and progressive house, so I built my default set around those two genres. Okay, let's check out the layout. The first thing you'll notice is that I don't have any return tracks. Not because I've hidden them, but because I rarely use them. Next up is the tempo settings. Now, these days I'm focusing on commercial trap, so I've set this template to load at 150 BPM as a starting point. I will play around with the tempo at a later stage. If we zoom in here, at the start of bar 1, I have set a marker where I keep a record of the key and BPM of the song I'm working on. Before we move on to the different channels that make up the default layout, let me just zoom out and you can see I have already laid out the sections that will make up the track. Starting with the intro, a first verse, our build-up, first drop, second verse, a break, a second drop, then the outro, and of course the end of the song. These are just starting points. They can be modified at any stage of the production, but it is the structure that I most commonly use, especially when producing commercial trap songs. Now, on this template, the master output has been turned down 4 dBs to force some headroom for the mastering stage. Though this isn't really common practice, I found it useful for a genre like trap. Right, now onto the channels. First of all, I have a channel called the filter bus. This filter bus has an auto filter and a limiter. I normally use filtering during the intro and or the build-up. A bus channel is very useful and it saves a lot of processing power. To set up a bus in Ableton Live, you need an audio channel and you would have to turn on the in button on this section here, and now you can route any audio or MIDI channel into that bus. To wrap up this first video, let's take a quick look at the rest of the channels. We will look at them in more detail in subsequent videos that will make up this series on workflow. On the next video, we'll take a look at the kick and the 808 channels. I will also show you how to play a bass and synths at the same time without the bass getting in the way of the synths and vice versa using your MIDI keyboard. I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to know more about workflow and how to personalize your default Ableton Live template, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up if you like this video.